Hi everyone, I'm Kat and welcome to my channel, Naturally Beautiful Girl. Today I wanted to do a different video that one of you actually inspired me to do. Alima from Vegan Holistic Glow suggested that I do a video talking about under eye products. And I was like, that's a really great idea. I don't think I've ever seen someone do that kind of video before. And I think under eye products are tricky. Especially I have fair skin, and so kind of a side effect of having really fair skin is that if I get dark circles, you see everything. Like even on my hands, on my legs, like my skin is very transparent. So if I get any discoloration like a bruise or something, it shows up super easily. And I have that issue with my under eyes as well. And so I've really kind of come to hone in on under eye products that I really like and that I use. So I thought I'd kind of talk to you about the under eye products that I'm using, and hopefully you find this helpful. First, I'm going to talk about a product that I don't use every day. I just use it when I need it. And these are eye gels. And the ones I like to use are from Honest Hazel. And the really nice thing about these, you can get them at Credo Beauty, but you can also pick them up in store in most Anthropologies. Like I found them in mine. They come in packets. They come in this little package, and there's 3 sets to a package. And the little set looks like this. This is what the actual eye gels look like. They're clear. And then this is what the front of the little pack looks like. And I can get typically 2 uses out of a single package of eye gels. Once I use them once, I will put them back in their little packet, and then I will put them in the fridge, and then the next day I will use them again. I always put them in the fridge before I use them because I find that to be very cooling and help depuff. They're not as depuffing as something like the 100% pure caffeine eye gels, the green ones. Those have caffeine in them, so they're better at depuffing, but I find that these are really moisturizing, and if I put them in the fridge, they do a pretty good job of depuffing as well. And I like them, especially like if I've been traveling. Like when I got back from California, my eyes were like so swollen from allergies that I was like using these, and that's why you guys were asking about them, because I posted on Instagram I was using these to kind of help with my swollen eyes. And I really just like them, and I think if you want something like really super depuffing, yes, the 100% pure does have caffeine, but when I tried those out, I was only able to get 1 use out of the eye gels, and also the base price of them is more expensive than the Honest Hazels. So for me, economically, it makes more sense to use the Honest Hazels, and to be honest, when I put them in the fridge, I'm happy with the result, and I really don't feel the need for the 100% pure eye gels. And also I like that I can actually go into an Anthropology and pick them up, which is how I purchased this pack, because I don't live anywhere near a 100% pure store. Also, when I do go into Boston, I can pick these up at Credo Beauty. They have them there as well. I've seen them. So I like that aspect of it as well. It's a lot more accessible, a lot easier to get your hands on. Next, I'm going to move into kind of like my daily eye routine, under eye routine. And since I got this, I actually have been using my rose quartz roller under my eye. This one is from Herbivore, but I know that Safe and Chic does have a number of rollers as well now available on their website. And I like to use this little end here, and I will just roll it like right under my eye very gently. Like the trick to doing this is you need to be really gentle because your under eye area is very delicate. You don't want to pull and tug at the skin, which could eventually lead to wrinkles. So I just like to very gently roll this under my eyes. And this is typically cooler than my skin temperature. So just from sitting out on my bathroom counter, the ambient temperature makes this roller be cooler than what my skin temperature is. And so what it ends up doing is it feels really cool and really refreshing. And I notice when I do this, it helps my eyes depuff so much faster in the morning. And I roll my whole face in the morning. I've kind of talked about that in my morning skincare routine video, which I will link up above. That's just what I really enjoy doing, and I just find it to be a really good way to depuff my face overall, but particularly my eyes. So if you have a roller, I recommend like just very gently rolling right under your eyes. It works miracles for my eyes in the morning. And then of course, I always go in with an eye cream in the morning, and the one I had been using was the 100% pure coffee bean eye cream. Once again, the idea with this is that it does contain caffeine, which helps with dark circles, helps with depuffing. And this has a wonderful smell. Like if you guys haven't smelled it, it is one of the best scented products. Like I love vanilla scents anyway, so this is like vanilla latte coffee. It's just amazing. And I really like this under the eyes. I did recently pick this up from Potion, and this is their coffee eye serum. Let's see if I can get this. There you go. And this is a smaller kind of skincare, body care brand that's based in Providence, Rhode Island, which is very local to me. They had like a pop-up shop and a flea market, so I was actually able to go and pick up some products and talk to the owner and founder of the company, and it was really great. And I kind of got like sucked into trying this because I love the idea of caffeine on my eyes in the morning. You guys know this, I've been talking about it. But this actually has, if you can see here, these are the things floating at the top up here are actual coffee beans in the serum itself, and then this down here is sedimentation from the grinds of coffee that they actually use to make the product. So they actually use coffee grinds from a local coffee shop to make this product. And I do like this. It is very, very oily, as you can kind of tell here. It has coffee grounds, avocado oil, and vitamin E oil. So it has a really simple, really short ingredient list, which is kind of what Potion is about. They want to keep their products as simple in terms of ingredients as possible. They want simple but effective, which really resonates with me. And the thing I like about this though is it is like super hydrating. It is very much more moisturizing than the 100% pure coffee bean eye cream, but it does depuff my eyes in a similar way. And I just think it's really cute. Like, who else has like an eye serum with freaking coffee beans floating around in it? Like, that's really awesome. So I've been trying this out recently and I really do like it as well. But at night, I like to use something a little bit more heavy duty. And at night, I'm not looking for the depuffing, kind of helping my dark eyes as much. I want something more anti-aging. And so what I've been trying out recently has been the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Treatment. And this is expensive. I believe this is $50, but I did get it on sale at Ulta. It was 50% off and I was like, okay, $25 is like a more comfortable price for me to pay for skincare. And especially since I hadn't tried it out before, I was really curious to try it out. And the one thing, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the packaging. Like, this thing is so long and skinny. Here's the coffee bean eye cream in comparison. Like, this thing has got a good like 1.5 to 2 inches on top of the coffee bean eye cream. Like, it's just much taller and it makes it a little hard to store. And it's got this really funky applicator. I'm trying to get this to focus. It's got this really funky applicator. You pump it here and then you're supposed to use this and kind of massage it under your eyes. I personally pump it and then take it with my finger because this just weirds me out a little bit. I don't know why. When I saw this, I was like, I just don't like that. And I was nervous that this was going to burn under my eyes because I'd seen some of the reviews saying that it did. I have very sensitive skin, very sensitive eyes, and this does not burn at all. I have been using it for about a month or so, and I haven't noticed a huge difference in the fine lines under my eyes. I don't know, these products take a while, so I feel like when I use this for longer, I'll have a better sense of whether it's working or not. I mean, I like it. It's a gel, which is unique. And so if you're looking for something even in the morning that's not super heavy under your eyes, I think this could be good because it is a gel and it is moisturizing, but it's not like overly heavy. It's not like a cream like this or an oil like this. So I think it depends on what you're looking for, but I haven't seen like a night and day difference in how the fine lines under my eyes look, but I'm hoping that maybe with time I will see more of a difference. I'll let you know. That's more of the skincare side. So now let's move into the I still have dark eyes, I need to conceal them side. So my ride or die, I feel so weird saying that. I feel like people don't say that anymore. But my ride or die concealer for under the eyes is the Alima Pure Cream Concealer. Here's what it looks like. I've already gone through an entire pan of this. This is my second pan. And the nice thing about it, as I've mentioned before, is that you hold on to the compact, you can buy the replacement pan. It's more environmentally friendly that way. What I really like about this is it has really good coverage and it's actually brightening. Like, the shade in Pearl is the appropriate shade for someone with my skin tone. And the issue I have with a lot of cream concealers is that the lightest shade is too pink, which looks funny under my eyes, and then the next shade is too dark and yellow. And so it's really been a struggle for me as someone with a porcelain skin tone to find an under eye concealer that is actually brightening and not pink, not yellow. Like, this is just perfect for me. So if you have fair skin and have been struggling with the same problem, I highly recommend checking this out. Like, it really changed the game for me in terms of under eye concealers because I was able to actually find one that's a good shade. It's brightening. As long as I set it, it's fine and it stays in place for me throughout the day. But recently in my Petty Wear box, I got the Elate cream concealer in porcelain. Actually, let me swatch these two side by side for you. This one over here is the Alima Pure Cream Concealer, and this one over here is the Elate. The Elate is a little bit more pinky, as you can tell, but it's still fair, and it's not like overly pink. So that one does work for me. So even though my Alima Pure is kind of my ride or die, I have really been liking the Elate, and the more I've used it, the more impressed I've become with it, and I'm using it more or less interchangeably with the Alima Pure. Today I have only Alima Pure, but I have been wearing the Elate a lot on Instagram and my videos. Yeah, because the Alima Pure is not quite as pink, I find it to be a little bit more brightening on me, but I really have been liking the Elate as well in terms of coverage, in terms of the long lasting, in terms of the brightening. I think these two are very comparable. Like I said, it might just be dependent on which brand has a better shade for you. The last product I have to talk about, I feel like I'd be super remiss in talking about under eye products and not including this. This is the RMS Unpowder, and this is what I use to set my under eyes every day. And also, first of all, it is an expensive powder, but I still have a fair amount knocking around in here, and I've been using this for over a year now. So if you want to go ahead and make the investment, it will last you a while. And I use this every single day. So it's not like I'm using it on and off. No, I use this every day, and I still have a fair amount left in here. But what I really do like about it, it is different than every other powder I have tried. I have tried so many different setting powders because I keep trying to find a dupe for this. There are two reasons why I don't know if we will ever find a perfect dupe for this. First, I have not found any powder that matches the ingredients of this one. I'm a chemist. I read the ingredients and everything. The ingredients in this are simply silica and mica. I've never found another setting powder that has just silica and mica. If you see one, let me know, because I think that will be the only way we're gonna be able to dupe this, is if we find one with just those ingredients. Second of all, it is so finely milled. Like, I've never encountered another powder that is as finely milled as this one. So I think the combination of the ingredients and the really fine milling is what makes this powder so high performing. Someone suggested this in one of my videos where I was complaining about it not having a lacquering sifter. It did come with a powder puff, and I somehow, even though I don't use the powder puff, held on to the powder puff. I don't know why. I did travel to California back in the end of February, beginning of March, and I did use the powder puff, and I put it back in the top of this container so that it would clog the holes so the powder wouldn't just escape. Worked perfectly. So that's why it comes with a powder puff and not a locking sifter, is because, well, you could just put the powder puff back on top and it keeps the powder from getting loose while you're traveling. So my feelings about it have gone up even higher now that I realized I can't actually travel with it. Seriously, I know it is expensive, but like I said, I have not been able to find another powder with as fine a milling or the same ingredients. And I think that's why it is amazing. It just locks everything in place, makes everything look so smooth. It keeps my under eyes looking bright. As you can see, like, I mean, I do have some dark circles you can see a little bit of, but like, it keeps things looking bright. I find a lot of other setting powders kind of dull my under eyes. This one doesn't. It's just incredible. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it's a little bit different. If you like this video and want me to do like other kinds of videos like this, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also check out my Instagram. I'll have my handle down below. I'm at naturallybeautifulgirl. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!